There are so many factors into getting a faster freestyle, but if you don't have this one thing right, it's gonna ruin everything else. And that is, of course, freestyle rotation. Did you know if you have perfect rotation, it can actually take your freestyle to another level? But how do you know if you're rotating correctly or not? Well, don't fret. In this video, that's what it's all about. We're gonna make sure that you're rotating correctly and making sure that you're maximizing your freestyle. Let's go get it. I'm Lukas Siska. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. First of all, let's look at some common mistakes to rotating, and maybe you might fall into one of these. If you do, we need to fix it quick. Let's take a look at my non-swimmer wife in comparison to Michael Phelps. She does something that a lot of swimmers do that is really hurting her freestyle. Yes, that's right. That is so classic. Her butt is going one way and her upper body's going another. So she's just kind of wiggling and snaking through that water as you saw in the video. This is so common, guys. There's an imaginary line right in the middle of our body, and if you cross it over, it's gonna throw your stroke way off and you might fall into that wiggle like we just saw. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the wiggle. Let's get rid of the disconnect between the arm and the legs. Let's get perfect rotation.
Let's look at Olympic champion David Popovici. His stroke is an example of perfect rotation. He's tall and gangly, stretches out to the max, but he doesn't over-rotate. He's going to the maximum point of where he can grab water without going too far and causing the wiggle that we saw before with my wife. This is a great example of perfect rotation. This is what we want, guys. Just beautiful.
With my wife, that was one extreme. Then another common extreme is not rotating enough, just staying totally flat, pulling that arm around, not moving the hips or shoulders at all, and just swimming flat on the water. Not only is this not aerodynamic, it's just totally like swimming with the brakes on. Guys, we can't pull any water like this, and we're just not gonna reach our best swimming freestyle totally flat.
Let's again compare to the great Michael Phelps with my athlete before we fixed his stroke. At this point, my guy was totally flat, not grabbing any water, just slipping through and being full frontal, putting the brakes on with the way he was swimming. Look at Michael's stroke, amazing.
One of the easiest ways to establish perfect rotation is to do it on land first. What I want you to do is to stand shoulder width apart, stand up straight, stick your arm out right in front of you. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna rotate to the correct length without over rotating and without under rotating. So just stretch out as far as you can without moving your legs. This, guys, right here is what you wanna do in the water. When you do this in the water, you will be maximum rotated without over rotating. Because if we over rotate and go like this, that's when the wiggle and the snaking starts coming in. And the same thing, if we under rotate and we just stay like this, we're full frontal, creating all kinds of drag. So remember, stand straight, use your arm to just rotate to the max without moving your feet. Let me show you how that looks like from the back. I'm gonna rotate and go like this. And you can see my other arm right here is already ready to jump into action. And that, guys, is a simple way to establish perfect rotation on land first. Now let's go do it in the water.
This drill that we're about to do is exactly what we did on land, but only in the water in the simplest form. First, we want to establish extended body position by just stretching out to the max, and then we simply lean to one side without crossing the midline. This is a drill that not only teaches us to rotate properly, but also to rotate at all, because you're starting off from the flat position and then leaning in to the maximum reach point of your stroke. And let's take a look from underneath the water. Reaching, but not overreaching. Staying flat and then reaching again. So this drill right here is crucial for teaching you how to exactly rotate. Now we want to stay relaxed for this next one, so get ready.
And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna show you how to relax in the water, which is gonna be even more difficult for me because I'm freezing my nays off over here. All right, let's go see what the temperature is.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, Lord.
Well, guys,
This is how dedicated I am to teaching you how to swim. This water is currently 17 degrees Celsius, which is roughly 65 degrees Fahrenheit.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. Let's just go ahead and do this.
Now in this next drill, we want to stay relaxed so that we can pull maximum water as we build on our drill progression. Now we're pulling back water, doing essentially the same thing, but grabbing water now. You see that I'm not crossing the midline and just pulling back. And when we build from this drill, we're going to add both arms, but keep them in the water with the underwater dog paddle drill. Not crossing the midline, just reaching to the max. We're gonna take this progression and go further, but now bring our arm out of the water with single arm freestyle. Don't cross the midline and don't under rotate. We're getting closer and closer to full freestyle. I like to have the other arm down so that it forces me to rotate to the max as I take a breath. Breathe to the side that has the arm down. And from here, we progress to doing single arm, but switching from one arm to the other. So I start with my left arm here, and I'm pulling and I'm rotating, and then slowly I'm gonna switch to my other arm. And here's my right arm, doing the exact same thing. And this is what we wanna do in every drill progression, one step at a time to build to full freestyle. And now it's time to go full frontal, rotating perfectly with not over or under rotating, but pulling maximum water to boost our freestyle to another level.
And guys, if you wanna know your true swim potential in this moment, I want you to take my quiz and we'll give you a score to let you know. Look in the comments below, click the link and find out.
All right, guys, I absolutely love this stuff. In my recent videos, I've been showing how our tactics look like in action. I use these same tools on myself. So we're gonna go back to one of my early long distance races in professional triathlon and show you how my swim looked in that Ironman. It's Ironman Cozumel. Let's have a look.
Getting ready for a race. Few minutes before swim.
All right, let's do it. Time to race.
Andrei Liatsky from Russia. Lukas, Siska, Slovakia. Diego Chavez, Argentina. Santiago
Lukas!
We've been getting overwhelming support for all these videos, and I love to hear your comments and feedback. So if you have any issues with your swimming, please let me know below. I would love to get back to you and help you out. And if you want to learn more about swimming faster in freestyle, I want you to check this video out.
And we'll see you next time. I'm Lukas Siska.